Alright, here is the third and final part for notes, lesson 8.5. So this is part 3. And we were in all these parts, we're comparing linear to exponential to quadratic. So the third part here, I'm going to focus in on quadratics, which is what we're currently studying in Unit 8. Alright, so we'll start with the graph. And the graph of a quadratic is always going to be a parabola. So the graph of a quadratic is going to be a parabola, which is a U-shaped. Now it could be a upside down U, or it could be right side up like this. So quadratics will be parabolas. Alright, the table. Kind of an interesting deal happens with the table. Alright, so here's an example. Let's say our x's go 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and our y values go 0, 1, 4, 9, 16. Okay, so just like in linear and exponential, you check what the change is here. And from 0 to 2, it went up by 2. From 2 to 4, it goes up by 2. From 4 to 6, it goes up by 2. And from 6 to 8, it goes up by 2. So that's a constant change there. It's constantly increasing by 2. I know normally we count by ones, but it's okay as long as I'm consistent here, counting by 2s every time. Now on the y side, to get from 0 to 1, it increased by 1. It added 1. From 1 to 4, we have to add 3. From 4 to 9, we have to add 5. And from 9 to 16, we have to add 7. So that's not a constant difference. That's not a constant change. So you check the next row. You check it again. To get from 1 to 3, that's going up by 2. From 3 to 5 is going up by 2. Watch the magic. From 5 to 7, it's going up by 2. All right, so there's our match in the second column. And so that, when you're in the second column and you get a match, that's a quadratic. All right, so it didn't match in the first check here, but in the second one it did. All right, next is going to be the equation. So an equation for a quadratic, is going to be y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And for us to write an equation, we're going to just use, we're going to keep it simple, and we're going to do y equals ax squared. Okay, we're going to keep it simple in this unit. And so all you have to do is just pick a point. It doesn't matter which point you use. So let's use 2, 1. 0, 0 is not going to be very helpful probably. So let's try 2, 1. So x is 2 and y is 1. So you substitute those in. And then you solve. You get 1 equals a times 4. Divide both sides by 4. So 1/4 is going to equal a. And then you can write your equation in the simplest form there. Y equals a, which is 1/4 x squared. Okay, so what did I do? I chose a point. Choosing 0, 0 is not going to be too helpful because that's a kind of a special case. So pick an ordered pair, plug it in, and then you can get the equation. And we're going to keep it in this simple form. All right, I hope that helps. Good luck.